This video will show you how to use user-defined functions, which is how you add variables to a plot that are not available by default in Thermo-Calc. I will calculate the fraction of solid phase as a function of temperature for an iron-chromium-carbon alloy. The calculation is based on graphical mode example T7 of the examples included in your software. If you want to run the example file as it is, go to the Help menu, Example Files, Thermo-Calc, and double-click on example T7. To begin, select the property diagram template from the home screen of Thermo-Calc. From the Database drop-down menu, select the FE Demo database and the elements iron, chromium, and carbon. We'll set chromium to 12 and carbon to 2, which automatically sets iron to 86 mass%. Now select the Equilibrium Calculator node. We'll set the temperature range from 1500 to 1700 Kelvin and the temperature to 1500 Kelvin. Now click the Functions tab at the top of the panel. This is where you add user-defined functions, and I'll show you two separate ways to do this. The first is set in terms of quantities. You can set as many quantities as you like, and they are labeled Q1, Q2, and so forth. In this example, we'll only set one quantity. Set Q1 to amount of phase, which is what we're looking for, and set the phase to liquid. Next, we'll define the function. Name the function fraction solid and define it as 1 minus Q1. Since we are looking for the fraction of the solid phase, we subtract liquid, which we defined as Q1, from the total, which is 1 because the system size is 1 mole. If your system settings have been changed so that the system size is no longer 1 mole, use the number you have in your system settings. Our first user-defined function is now set. The second way to set a user-defined function is to use Thermo-Calc console mode syntax. You can read about this syntax in our online help system. From within Thermo-Calc, go to Help, Online Help. The system will open in your browser, but it does not require an internet connection. From within the system, highlight Thermo-Calc and select Console Mode Command Reference. Scroll down and click on Thermodynamic Variables and Units. This section explains the console mode syntax and offers some examples. To continue with our example, click the green plus sign to add a second function. Name the function f_solid and set it to 1 minus NP parentheses liquid unparen. NP means mole numbers, so this is 1 minus the mole of the liquid phase. These examples represent two ways to write the same user-defined function. Now that we have entered our user-defined functions, we can plot them. Select the Plot Renderer node, and under the y-axis, change the variable to function. When we click on the drop-down menu, we can see that the two functions we just entered are both listed. Select the top option, Fraction Solid. Uncheck Automatic Scaling so that we get a good range, then click Perform at the bottom center of the program. Once the calculation is complete, a plot will appear in the results pane. This shows the fraction of the solid phase as a function of temperature, just as we set. Next, we'll plot the other function. Right-click on the Equilibrium Calculator node, select Create New Successor, and choose Plot Renderer. This time, we'll set the function to the second option, f_solid. Uncheck the Automatic Scaling box, then click Perform at the bottom center of the program. Once the calculation is complete, a second plot will appear in the results pane. This plot is identical to the first, but we can see the y-axis is labeled according to the name we gave the function. We hope you enjoyed this video. To learn more about Thermo-Calc and watch additional videos, visit our website at www.thermocalc.com.